Myself, Binu Korea, Assistant Professor, Department of Zoology, St. Xavier's College for Women, Alua. Welcome to the presentation on Phylum Cnidaria, Salient Features and Classification. The animals belonging to Phylum Cnidaria are commonly called Coelenterata because phylum was earlier called as Phylum Coelenterata and now replaced by Cnidaria. Cnidaria comes from the Greek word Cnidos, which means stinging nettle. Phylum comprises more than 9,000 species found only in the aquatic environment, mostly marine environments. Cnidarians are diploblastic metazoan or multicellular animals with tissue grade of organization. They are acoelomate, diploblastic, having a blind sac body plan. Cnidarians are radially symmetrical, but sea anemone is biradially symmetrical. Cnidarians are holozoic and carnivorous in nutrition. Digestion is intracellular and extracellular. They Salient features of phylum Cnidaria. They are sedentary or free swimming and solitary or colonial. Mouth is surrounded by short, slender tentacles used for food capture and defense. Certain ectodermal cells possess cnidocytes or stinging cells in which there is a capsule nematocyst. They exhibit polymorphism as well as the life history exhibits metagenesis. Cnidocytes or stinging cells. It contains a large capsule called nematocyst that store a coil, thread, and barb. When hair-like projections on the cell surface are touched, the thread barb and the poisonous fluid are fired from the organelle. Cnidarians have two types of body forms. They are polyp and medusa. Polyp is the tubular attached form with upwardly directed mouth and tentacles. It represents the asexual stage. Medusa is the umbrella-like free-swimming form with downwardly directed mouth and tentacle. It represents the sexual stage. Medusa can be regarded as upside-down polyp with a radiostalk and capable of swimming away. In Hydra, a freshwater form, the medusa stage is absent. It reproduces sexually in the polyp stage. The gastrovascular cavity or coelentron opens out only by mouth. Anus is absent. Cnidarians are holozoic and carnivorous. Digestion is intracellular as well as extracellular. In intracellular digestion, endodermal nutritive cells ingest and digest small food particles. Extracellular digestion occurs in the gastrovascular cavity with the help of enzymes disturbed from the endodermal gland cells. Because of their ability to digest food extracellularly, cnidarians can manage to feed on prey larger than those that of the sponges feed on. Undigested food is thrown out through the mouth. Nervous system is very primitive, consisting of nerve net formed by the interconnection of nerve cells and neurites in the ectoderm and endoderm. Cnidarians reproduce asexually and sexually. Asexual reproduction takes place by budding in polyp and gives rise to medusa. During sexual reproduction, medusa liberates gametes into water. After fertilization, the zygote develops into the ciliated, free-swimming planula larva. Now coming on to the classification of phylum Cnidaria. Phylum Cnidaria consists of class Hydrozoa, class Scyphozoa, class Anthozoa. Coming on to the salient features of class Hydrozoa, the solitary or colonial mesoglia is not cellular. Hydrants are without mesenteries. Nematocyst occurs only in epidermis. An alternation of asexual polypoid generation with a free-swimming sexual medusoid generation. The medusae are advanced, having a velum, well-developed muscular system, nervous system, and sense organs. Skeleton is horny, perisac in some forms. Gonads are usually ectodermal and sex cells are discharged externally. Cleavage is holoblastic and there occurs a ciliated larva, the planula, in the life history. An example for class Hydrozoa is Obelia. Obelia, it is a typical representative of colonial hydrozoan. It is sedentary. It is a marine cnidarian, usually remaining attached to the surface of the seaweeds. It is commonly called sea fur. Obelia shows an excellent phenomenon of metagenesis. The term was first introduced by Haeckel in 1866. It is a phenomenon where diploid sexual and diploid asexual generation alternate each other. A true alternation of generation is always between a diploid asexual and haploid sexual generation. But in Obelia, there are no true generations to alternate each other. But in Obelia, there are no true generations to alternate each other. Class Scyphozoa includes large jellyfishes which are distinguished from the medusae of class Hydrozoa by the absence of velum and the presence of notched margin of the umbrella. They are exclusively marine. Polypoid generation is absent or sometimes represented by small polyp. Gastrovascular system is without stomedium. Mesoglia is cellular. Gonads are ectodermal and the sex cells are discharged externally. Example for a scyphozoan is Rhizostoma. These are large jellyfish living in shallow waters of Indo-Pacific region. Body is hemispherical with scalloped margin. Oral lobes 18 number fused to form thick cylinder on the upper part. The presence of several mouths in adult is called polystomatus. This condition is unique in animals. Gastric filaments are numerous, which are arranged in oral arms, bear nematocysts. Class Anthozoa include the corals that build great reefs in tropical water, as well as sea anemones, sea fans, sea pens. They also have a long and diverse fossil record. Exclusively marine, only polypoid forms. Exoskeleton is formed from calcium carbonate, which often form massive corals. Oral disc bears hollow tentacles. It surrounds the mouth in the center. Stomedium present. Gastrovascular cavity divided into compartments by complete or incomplete septa or mesenteries, which bears nematocysts. Mesoglia possess cells and fibers. Sex cells are endodermal. Planula larvae present. Asexual reproduction is by budding. Example for an anthozoan is Metridium, commonly called as frill anemone or sea anemone or plumose anemone. Marine and sessile form. It has a short cylindrical body. Body is readily symmetrical, divisible into oral disc, column, and basal disc. It inhabits shallow subtidal water and lives attached to rocks. Has abundant short tentacles. Metridium senile or frilled anemone is a species found in the seas of northwestern Europe and both the east and the west coast of North America. To conclude, cnidarians are the simplest of eumetazoans, aquatic, mostly marine, except few freshwater forms, example hydra. They are grouped into three classes: hydrozoa, scyphozoa, and anthozoa. They exhibit polymorphism. Life history exhibits metagenesis.